What up, party people?
What up?
Sports Life and Chill Show.
Let's
What
get
it
it.
do? What it do? What it do?
What's going down? What's up, chat?
What's up with it, everybody?
Yeah.
Cinnamon, Smooth Steve, and Jordan in the chat.
Who Steve 2-3, baby.
What's up with
What up?
everybody?
Hey,
How was y'all weekend?
Man, lovely, man. Lovely.
My weekend was live. We just got back from a cruise. That's why y'all got me for a good 30 minutes. And I'm laying it down because your boy is exhausted. But man, the weekend was lit.
That-
What about y'all?
Just sent my daughter off to college again, so she's doing well. Got her own apartment. Cars down there. She's moving in.
Awesome.
She's doing the hood thing right now, sleeping on some bins because the bed ain't there yet. But hey, guess what? We've all been there. But guess what? She got a kitchen, bathroom, living room, all that. We good. Nothing. Hey, I'm blessed.
Oh, okay. I was a little confused. Like, what happened?
It's like, what the fuck happened? I just chilled. I watched nothing but like biopics on like Hulu, Netflix, BT Plus. Just I was in a musical mood. Like I had to watch all the same like stuff I've seen: Whitney, Bobby Brown, New Edition, Motown, Making of
Ooh,
Motown.
You're
Yeah,
gonna make me play
was
some
on
old
a
music tomorrow.
kick. Next is Five Heartbeats again for the millionth time. But today I was just watching the Jacksons, An American Dream.
They put that what you call it on their head? That perm.
The boss is like,
What? It's burning. It's burning. What are you doing? It's burning.
I don't know.
Poor Michael.
Oh,
So
man, that's
misunderstood.
funny.
But
Wow.
yeah, so
So that must explain earlier
what?
the background.
Oh.
Yeah, that must be why you on it.
I mean, I'm just
Oh.
always in the mood for Motown.
Okay.
But yeah,
Makes
I was
sense.
just in the mood.
I was in Atlanta last week. Shout out to my daughter. You know, she's
Shout out.
it's her senior year. Agnes
Hey.
Scott. She had a celebration, a little walkthrough thing. This is the last year. Got to see everything. Happy for her. I'm proud of her. It's gonna be a breeze for her. So May 11th, she'll graduate and then she'll be gone. She'll be done with it all. And trust me, she can't wait.
I know she
I ain't mad
can.
at her. I ain't mad at her.
Yeah.
Good weekend, though.
Good man,
Good
Rod.
weekend.
Good man. You're a good
Good
pop.
weekend.
Marcus.
Hey, we need more out there like you, Rod. Need more out there.
Hey,
like
man. You
So
too,
salute
brother.
to you. Salute
And
to you,
Dan,
bro.
too. Hey.
That's
And
cool,
Dan.
man. That's really
Oh, yeah.
really good news.
Absolutely, man.
That's really good news.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into
We only got Dan
it.
for 30 minutes, so I want Dan
Yeah.
to get his trolling out the way now, immediately.
Hey, you know what?
Immediately. Let's get it.
So I'm glad you asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I wanted to just give y'all, man, just real quick. And it's really no troll. Like, this is the situation, man. Kyle
Because I might agree
Shanahan.
with them. I might agree
Kyle
with them.
Kyle
100%.
Shanahan. You ain't gotta be tired, Marcus. You just gotta understand. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have now been linked to being one of the worst GM coaching combinations ever.
Ever.
And it's not even like being funny. Like we can talk about all the speculation, right? You know what I'm saying? Every 49er fan got their own, evaluation
Hey,
of how
Mrs.
they see the team
Watkins.
going and so forth and so on. You know,
Mrs.
hey Mrs. Watkins. So everybody understands that, this situation is beyond repair. All right. We know the speculation that all the fan bases, everybody have their opinions. Let's talk about what we know. This is what we know. We know that Kyle Shanahan got Jimmy G wrong twice, right? We know that for a fact. He got Jimmy G wrong twice. He found out he was wrong the first time and was like, oh, we getting rid of him. We're going to move up in the draft, give up 3 first-round picks to go get Trey Lance because he's going to be the future of the team. We're getting rid of Jimmy G. He's out of here. Because we were right. I was right. He's limited, right? So, okay, you get Jimmy G up out of here. Trey Lance going to be your number 1 starter. All of a sudden, Jimmy G doesn't have a home. And guess what the 49ers do? Oh, we're going to bring Jimmy G right back. Oh, well, that just even more took the ball out of Trey's hands, divided the fan base again, divided the team again, and only for that not to work out, and then he's really gone. So you got Jimmy G wrong twice. You moved up in the draft. You gave away draft capital, 3 first-round picks, 4 games out of Trey, traded for a 4th-round pick, and Kyle gets a pat on the back because he saved y'all some cap room? Hey, man. Oh, and by the way, you said Trey Lance wasn't good enough. You said Jimmy G wasn't good enough. And what you're saying is Brock Purdy is good enough.
Man.
And Brock Purdy just came off of elbow surgery.
What's up, Brandon? B-dubs.
And y'all line is questionable outside of Trent Williams. Oh, let's not forget that this combination also is responsible for Bosa not being there as well. We ain't even got to that point, right? We still talking about the fact that y'all gave up all this draft capital and nobody flinched.
What up, homie?
Nobody said a word. Nobody said this was bad. They congratulated Kyle Shanahan by saving y'all a little bit in the cap room. By the way, I hope that saving of the cap room money ain't got nothing to do with Bosa, because I know the Yorks got money. So I hope it ain't tied to hoping to get a Bosa deal done, because Bosa ain't the only person y'all gonna have to pay. Bosa ain't gonna be the only person y'all gotta pay.
To your thought also, remember at the beginning, was it last season? Remember John Lynch came out and said, "Oh, we got the money on the side for Bosa." Yeah. Where's that money now?
Where is
wondering.
it?
Carry on, Daniel. Carry on. Because I'm fine with hearing all this right now.
So the franchise gets sets back. It gets sets back, right? You can't give up 3 first-round picks. Now, I'm going to come back to that. Hold that thought. You can't give up 3 first-round picks, right? Okay. So you set the franchise back. You now believe in your 7th-round pick in Mr. Irrelevant. And I'm not shout out to every QB that was drafted late that turned into being somebody. Brock Purdy might turn into somebody. So we'll see. But, man, what a tremendous amount of pressure coming off of your rookie season of being a quarterback. Oh, by the way, now defensive coordinators have film on you. Okay. So you have a tremendous amount of pressure on a guy that just came off of surgery to win the Super Bowl, right? So now Kyle has put all the focus and attention and the blame, if any, comes on now Brock Purdy. So Kyle Shanahan, hey, can anybody tell me which quarterback Kyle Shanahan has ever scouted, developed, and made a successful quarterback? Can anybody name one? One?
Successful? No.
One. That Kyle Shanahan, the genius, the offensive guru, and just, my gosh, I don't know what the infatuation is with this guy, but the guru of all gurus, the quarterback whisperer. He hasn't whispered to anybody. He hasn't scouted anybody. He hasn't coached up anybody. As a matter of fact, he gave up on Trey Lance. Y'all gave Alex Smith way more years and time and patience. And granted, Alex Smith was not necessarily in the Kyle Shanahan era. However, the patience that the 49er organization showed to Alex Smith was phenomenal. The patience that the 49er organization gave Trey Lance was 4 games. 3 first-round picks, move up, non-developed, because Kyle Shanahan, the offensive guru, who wanted Trey Lance, couldn't do anything with Trey Lance and gave no patience, and said, Jimmy G, we need you again. Even though I know I was wrong about you the first time, I believe into you the second time, only for you to fuck us over again. And now, oh, hey, everybody, we're getting rid of Jimmy G for real this time, and Trey Lance is going to be the starter. No, he's not. Brock Purdy's going to be the starter. No, he's not. We're going to bring in Sam Darnold, who we absolutely love. Like, now, this is the fact that 49er media, the San Francisco media is not laying into them is pretty sad and ridiculous. I'll tell you, I said 3 picks. I'll say this and I'm done. You don't give up 3 picks and set your franchise back without being for damn sure that's the guy that's going to lead you in the future. I can name an organization that gave up first-round picks to say that we believe that this is the guy, and that's the Los Angeles Rams. People laughed when we gave up that many picks to get Matthew Stafford, but it worked.
Perfect.
Sean McVay is really the offensive coach that everybody needs to praise because Sean McVay has been to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them. Lost the first one to arguably the best coach in the game is what people say. So, also coached up quarterbacks. He turned Jared Goff's career completely around. Jared Goff's first season with Jeff Fisher, we was calling Jared Goff a bust. Sean McVay came in and completely turned around Jared Goff, took him to a Super Bowl. He determined that Jared Goff could not get us over the hump, went after Matthew Stafford, and then won the Super Bowl. So if you're going to give up picks and plan on setting the franchise back, you have to do it for a reason. And I'm not sure what you guys' reason for was to find Brock Purdy in the 7th round. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing, but that's all I got to say about that situation, man. Hey, shout out Trey Lance. Hope you do well in your career. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys forever. But I hope, you have a good career, man. Sorry how the 49ers did you, man. I hope you ball out somewhere. That's all I got to say. Oh, where's Bosa? Where's Bosa? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I just wanted to respond to Brandon's comment up here where it says he went through 6 different offensive coordinators and head coaches. I think he's talking about Alex Smith. He did have to endure all that bullshit, and he still had the playbook like completely memorized. So that was tough for him. An injury obviously sidelined him, and Cap went in there. But anyway, to the Super Bowl. Who knows what Alex would have done, but Cap finished it, took care of it, and we still came up short. Should have put in Frank Gore. That's all I have to say. All right. But I don't know. Do we want to address any of these comments, or does anyone want to say anything in response to Dan? Wise?
Wise what? Wise what? Like, I mean, what? I already told you what was going to happen. Ain't no surprise here. I told y'all weeks ago what was happening.
I mean, in response to Dan, I mean.
Dan just talking.
That is his response.
Ain't no response.
Why I said it.
Dan's just talking. The only part I came in on, Dan was talking about Kyle and Lynch were the worst GM head coach combo. I'm assuming he meant making a trade, not combo as GM head coach. But I mean, what? Ain't nothing to say. They didn't trade Trey Lance, so fuck Dallas. You already know how I feel. The motherfucker ain't on my team no more, so it's whatever. He getting Jimmy G treatment from me, so fuck him. Run it.
Oh,
fuck them cowgirls, James.
I just wish everybody would have heard what I said on Friday. It is what it is, man. Now we hearing all these new, things that are coming out in the tabloids about, Trey and everything like that. It's just very ironic now that he's off the team. This is how everybody feels about him. It is what it is. I just hope that later on down the line. What did they say?
I didn't hear.
He was constantly, what was he? The quarterback for the scout team. He was constantly throwing picks at practice and all this type of bull.
Fuck all that shit.
But whether he did or he didn't, it is what it is now. It's water literally under the bridge now. We can't do anything about it. He's on a new team. I wish him the best. I hope that he does get whatever he needs to get done. I hope he progresses. Just hope that if he does ever go against us, I hope, obviously he takes an L. But I hope he has a successful, career. I'm never trying to shoot a black man down, so it is what it is. It just didn't work out here. Oh well, on to the next. Now,
problem is for him is he just went to another place where he's not going to play, and it does nothing for his development.
He's definitely not going to play this year.
No,
so
he's not going to play this year. He's not going to play next year. They not
the only way. No, the only way he'll play next year is if Dak just completely shits the bed like the whole season, and possibly has to get benched. And even if that does, and even if that happens, they're still going to put your boy in there, Cooper Rush, only because he knows the system and he was successful when he went out last time. So at that point, the only way he's going to get in after that is God forbid something happens to Cooper, then he gets to play. But outside of that, he's not getting in this year or next year. But my question to the Niners fans is this: how is it that you get rid of Trey Lance and then like within hours, people are already talking about bringing in Kirk Cousins? Like,
no, he's been around. He's been in conversation. He's been in conversations before then.
But I'm saying, like,
within the quarterback position,
7 years.
You're already y'all already going to that, like already. Like,
it's realistic. That's what's been happening. That Kirk Cousins has led us to this moment. Like, it is what it is. Like,
Kirk Cousins is Kyle's wet dream.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Kyle has drafted the kid, so he already knew who he was about. So they already have somewhat of a connection. That's the only reason why they're putting the puzzle pieces like that together. Who knows?
So he already knows Brock Purdy ain't the guy.
I ain't say that.
If you are,
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I mean,
he hopes he's the guy. He hopes he's the guy.
You gotta look at it this way: if Brock isn't the guy this year, I mean,
they'll get someone who is.
No, he already knows this. This is what I was talking about when I was responding to Jordan's comment. The national media has taken the stance that Rod wanted. Kyle had been praised. Kyle was the guy. The last 2 days, Kyle been getting the smoke. Like, every channel you turn to, Kyle is right there in that bottom corner getting the smoke. So now the pressure is on. So if Kyle has a so-so year with the kid and he can't get it done, Kyle know the smoke is there. He gonna have to make a big move, and I mean, it leads us to that one dude in Minnesota. So that's what I think, but we'll see.
Hey man, York said it on Friday behind closed doors, man. Y'all gotta get out there and stand in front of this smoke. I'm not gonna be the one doing this. I gave y'all the money to go on and make this move. Y'all told me whatever, y'all convinced me to give y'all the money so y'all can go on and move up these picks. Y'all moved up these picks. This man played 4 games. That's 1 game a year. And now what? No, y'all got to go answer for that. So it is what it is. I feel like if we don't win it this year.
Here's the thing also, right? If
y'all don't win it this year.
The Trey thing is this. Trey just might not be him. And then
he might not be him.
The thing about it is, if we look back at all those draft picks, like the only reason that Kyle's still around is because they hit on late picks. Because we missed a lot of early picks, like a lot. Like
not
first,
only
second, third rounds, all those running backs,
not
Joe
only
Williams, Sermon, yeah.
Not only that, but because you have this fan base, the younger ones, I'll say it that way, because I don't know too many older ones that's speaking like this. But I'm hearing because we're relevant. Dan, we talked about this. All of us, we talked about this. People are more happy with being relevant and going to NFC championships than winning it all.
Did you see? You saw my thread, right? You saw my thread.
I literally watched a dude last night argue the fact of, so you guys are mad because it didn't work out with Trey Lance? We're winning. And I said, winning what? What the? I do not understand what you guys consider winning.
That's that
Getting to the
participation
NFC
trophy shit. That's that participation trophy shit. That's this generation of fans. Everybody wants to be a
baffled.
winner.
I'm baffled when I hear that. So that's why I just be like, yo.
He made it to the Pro Bowl. Great.
He made it to the Pro Bowl. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I think it really is? It's hear me out on this. I think it's a Harbaugh effect. And I say it this way. Everybody was so irritated and so pissed that Harbaugh got us to the goal line and didn't get it done. And then it got cut short. Yeah. So we didn't get to finish the Harbaugh run or the Harbaugh era. And everybody they fell in love with we were almost there. Remember the Quest for Six? The Quest for Six. Motherfuckers ain't said shit about Quest for Six in 3 to 4 years.
Easy. But people are still saying, they're still hashtagging that shit.
I ain't seen that shit once.
Me neither.
And I promise you, in at least 2 to 3 years, I haven't seen that. So I'm saying is people got excited about that.
Yeah.
So now you had the new coach come in, get you to the goal line. Now he getting you to the playoffs, the championship games. And it's like, oh, we're successful. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
No, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, you're definitely correct. It's just the mindset that they're content with that. Marcus.
They didn't grow up with Eddie D.
No, Marcus.
Eddie D wouldn't have. Oh, he said Marcus.
I think Marcus is around our age, and Marcus was content with being relevant.
Well, if we would
there
have
are
drafted
exceptions to the rule.
There's a few that are like that.
It's horribly sad to me that you guys rather be relevant than to win it all. Like,
then win. Who cares about second place?
Like, if you're not first, you're last.
You're last.
Shake and bake.
Nobody wants to see your NFC championship ring. Who cares?
NFC championship
runner up.
Nah. It hurts.
Facts.
Yeah.
I called you Marcus because you're an exception to the rule when it comes to that. And you, out of what you typed, you said that you'd rather be relevant than to win right now. That was the conversation that we had at the time. So all I'm doing is just speaking on what you said. Now, the rest of the people that came out here and spoke on that said the same thing and how you felt. They'd rather be relevant than to win it all. I don't understand it for the life of me. But, I mean, I guess if we playing horseshoes, you'd rather be close.
What?
Except you're not playing horseshoes.
Close, but no cigar.
No ringer.
See? Absolutely. And there you have it. They're cool with this. Yay! And getting your heart broken at the end of the year. What? Y'all, man, please. If I knew this at the end of every year that this was going to be the outcome, y'all just save me the time. Get it over with now.
Right.
That's pointless.
What the script say, though? What the script say? We can get a copy of that motherfucker.
Hey, I mean, I'd love to get a copy of that script because the way that Kyle Shanahan has just failed this team as a head coach. And I mean, shout out to the players that y'all got, because that's the only reason why Kyle Shanahan has a job.
Like, the only reason.
If not for your players being as phenomenal as they are, because if Kyle Shanahan doesn't have talent, Kyle Shanahan does not win games. So yeah. we gonna see what happens because Marcus.
That's why missing on all those picks hurt.
Marcus, I hope that script is correct because we are then in the Caleb Williams conversation.
That's not happening.
Well, at 4-13, we in the conversation.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals is going 0-17. They going for it.
So they going.
They going for
Jordan,
it.
You have a good point. Marcus.
No,
Think
that's
about this.
I mean, that is the point. Yeah.
That is the point, because think about how we draft. We draft so heavy and we focus so much on the defensive side. Think about that. We never never even think about the quarterback position. That is a fact. That's true.
Right?
So I want you guys to think about this also real quick. This isn't even to disrespect the offense, but the defense has carried Kyle
the entire career.
The entire time. I can say that. If you look at it, how many actual star players are on the offense? Kyle is an elite level play caller. I'm giving him that. He does what he does with what he has.
Yes,
but he hasn't created any stars offensively. Debo had a great one season. I mean, let's be real.
Kittle was already a star before he got there.
Yeah,
even not before he got there, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
even Kittle had
with trash
two
players.
Elite. Yeah, he had two
exactly.
Elite seasons. The rest of them been Kittle's good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying he hasn't created any star offensively. It's been the defense that has kept us going. So
the defense is the reason why Brock Purdy has been named starter.
And I'll say this also: if you look at most of the misses that they've drafted in the early rounds, they have been offensive players that were misevaluated by Kyle.
This is true.
Whoever else evaluated them. That is the problem I'm having. Like, when I looked at it, I was like,
and you know what's also funny about Trey in this situation? That made me think about it. That made me think too. Trey apologized to John Lynch, but not Kyle Shanahan. So in my eyes, I feel like now with that comes out, John Lynch might have been the guy that actually was for Trey and was out faster than anybody else, because it was like, damn, it didn't work out.
See?
And Kyle was already like, see, I didn't even want this kid. I'm trying to work with him. He keeps getting hurt. I'm done. It's over.
Kyle wanted Mac Jones.
So, I don't know. Maybe the writing is on the wall about that situation.
What up, Christian?
We'll never know. What up, Christian? We'll find this out probably 20 years later.
20 years later.
You're right, Jordan.
10 years.
No, you'll find out sooner. It'll be a Netflix special.
This guy.
Yeah, they coming out quick, man. I don't know, man. It's just very, very lopsided. But then, it is what it is. So, well.
But that's what I'm saying, Jordan. Like, Kittle had 1-2 good years, but he's injury prone. He doesn't stay on the field. That's a lot of Kittle's thing. But okay, I'll give you Kittle. Ayuk hasn't broken out
Debo?
like you want him to. Debo had the one good year. Like
1 year.
Let's stop.
He's been hurt.
No,
almost every year since then.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And Kyle, he's upgraded the talent, no doubt. But I'm saying, like, we don't have a Jay Jettis. Like, we hope Ayuk turns into that. And
there's too many injuries under Kyle's regime.
It's the quarterback. They always get hurt, right?
More than that, running backs.
I mean, that's cool too. But the one that gets it done, the quarterback, is he keeps getting the quarterbacks hurt. So it kind of goes back to what Jordan said last week or the week before. Something must be wrong with the blocking scheme if the QB is getting hurt every year. But
isn't Ayuk up for a deal next year?
Yeah,
this year.
End of this year.
At the end of this year.
I'm almost always right, Gina.
money.
So you could trust.
Man, I mean, are they going to have enough to pay?
Got you, Jordan.
After Bosa, because they seem like they don't have enough to pay Bosa right now. So
I read something saying that Bosa may not be signed until like week 3 or something like that.
If Bosa misses the game,
Parag,
that's a problem.
Give Bosa whatever the fuck he wants, motherfucker.
Hold on. So now, Wise, are you nervous now?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I told you if he wasn't done by the end of the preseason, it was gonna be a problem. Like I'm concerned. I am concerned. I figured he would have been done 48 hours after the trade. I was like, all right, they got to get good PR. So Even Lynch seems concerned with it by some of his comments. So
Dan has the most devilish smile.
There should be a concern.
Because I said
there should be a concern.
Because I said this. I knew because I was like, I hope the Rams don't have to see him week 2. And we only got to deal with him down the line. I said this a long time ago. And everybody was like, nah, he'll be signed by this date and he'll be here by Sunday and, all first preseason game and blah, blah, blah. And here we are. Week 3 is over. Preseason is over. And Nick Bosa is nowhere to be found.
He's not even on that side of the coast.
Hey,
he's not even on that side of the coast.
I have an announcement to make.
On the east.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all in trouble.
You guys, my birthday is on a very special day. You guys will never forget it. It's September the day 11th. That football starts. September 7th. Thursday night football.
But it doesn't start September 7th every year, does it?
No, just this year.
But you said we'd never forget your birthday because of
this year.
Oh, so we'll never forget your birthday.
Just never mind.
September 7th. We won't forget, Gina. Happy birthday.
I'm having a birthday party. Live.
Wait, while the game's on?
Yes. You know what? You're not invited.
I probably wasn't going to be able to make it anyway. The game's on, so hey, I'm just saying, the game is on. I'll send you a cash app. It's all good.
I'm gonna go cry.
Why?
Because you're mean.
I said the game is on.
I'm out of here.
I said I cash app.
And we can still hear you, Dan.
No, you played yourself, Rod.
What I do? I'm just sitting here. You're not even talking to me.
That's your sound effect, isn't it?
True. Absolutely. It is. Absolutely. It definitely is. Absolutely.
George said, hit the intro again, Gina. Hit the intro.
You hit that intro, I'm off. I'm gone.
I'm hitting the outro.
Sheesh.
Happy birthday, Gina.
It's not my birthday.
I'm saying it early. That way
He's saying it early. Gosh, damn. We're getting all kind of hits right now.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
All right, let's go back to that part. I'm excited, Gina. Your birthday's on the opening day of the NFL. That's dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's dope.
That is dope, Gina. That's dope. I thought it was annual because when you said
it's September 7th annually.
Hey, what up, Miss Debbie?
Hey, Miss Debbie.
9-7. That's a good number.
Hi, Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
Yeah, I know. Lucky number fucking 7.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan. But with Nick Bosa not being there, in the words of Dan, the ice is slowly cracking.
Oh, Dennis taking shots now, huh? That's what we're doing? All right.
No, I said in the words of Dan.
Hey, Jordan, in the words, this is for Jordan because right now, this is how the Niners are doing.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
We bad right now. And we deserve it. We deserve it.
It's so much. So can I ask this question? So
that's why I don't duck smoke.
Is Mr.
York,
I
don't duck no smoke.
Is Mr. York now having the approach of owner against front office type of deal? Is he finally having that type of, or he's full support of what they're doing?
Man, and that man got his own other stuff going on, man. My man is not even probably tripping that tough on this. My man got his own negotiations going on behind closed doors, with his own Ponzi scheming stuff that he got going on. He got other stuff. So right now, this football stuff, that's by the wayside right now.
I already told you, Dan, he worried about other shit right now. But if Colin John get them to the playoffs again and he get to rank it all that money, he ain't tripping. He ain't tripping.
He need all that, huh, Wise? That legal fee is gonna be high this year.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Look, that could be the reason the Bosa deal ain't done. He trying to make sure he got enough money. You know,
Dead
I got to
giveaway.
pay the legal fees. So hold on, Parag. Let me see what I got. So,
facts. Man,
Hey,
it's scary.
wait. Do you think? Okay, I know we getting off topic a little bit, but just going into Mr. York business. Do you think any part of that investigation might be tied to funds of the business, or part of, if they can link maybe some what money laundering within the 49ers organization? Or, I mean, do you think anything possibly is tied to, to where you're saying, you know what I'm saying, he can't really pay Bosa because you don't know what his money gonna look like? Or
Remember Eddie DeBartolo and why he's not in the league right now. For the same
if that was the case,
like this.
it would slowly come out. But I mean, that's grounds to lose your squad right there.
Yeah. Why you think
even
Eddie
if it's just the son, that's still grounds
here? Yeah,
they might take the team, but who knows at this point?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Is York DeBartolo's, their family. So, yeah.
What do y'all think that Bosa number gonna look like though?
40
I'm
million.
intrigued to see what it's gonna look like now. If it's been this long, what did we wait for?
He said,
It's
well,
gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
The bill, but it's going up. The price is going up. So
every day.
We know. At first, I thought that Bosa was waiting on Chris Jones to sign his deal. I thought that he was waiting on Chris Jones to sign his deal in Kansas City because Nick Bosa said he wanted to ensure that he was the highest paid defensive player in the game. All right. So Aaron Donald is getting like 30 a year. Like that. No,
Who?
Aaron Donald ain't getting 40.
He's more than that. Huh?
He's getting no. I'm saying no. I'm talking about. Are we talking about guaranteed money, or are we talking about just overall?
Both. The guaranteed money is going to be the most important
guaranteed.
part. But
right. That's all I'm worried about is the guaranteed part.
That's what I was thinking about. The guaranteed money.
40 million a year.
40 million. Bosa is probably asking for 45 a year. I would think that would be that's a safe number. 45 for what? 4?
How much is Aaron Donald making?
Yeah, what does AD get?
AD got 4. Hold on. Let me get you the exact numbers.
Because he's got to be on it. It's got to be right above whatever Aaron Donald's making right now. Because he talking about 45. Hold on, G. I'm sorry. You gotta let that motherfucker walk. And Kyle, you out.
Get your making 32 million a season.
32. Yep. So yeah.
So
okay.
I said 30, right? I said 30.
35 to 40.
Right. So I said 30. He's at 32. Okay. So he's not gonna get. He's probably looking for north of 35, 36 a year. You know what I'm saying? And Aaron Donald signed a 6-year deal. 6-year deal. So Bosa has to be looking for that type of deal with that type of money. So at 35, 36 a year for 6, what's that? 35 and 6, what's that? 35 times 6. Anybody got it?
What happened? I'm sorry, I wasn't even 35 and 6, a little under 5.
Hold
5
on.
point, was that 5 point? 35 and 6.
That's
$200 million deal.
That's $210 million. He won a $200 million deal. Or maybe, between 190 and 200 is what I'm thinking.
It's all about the guaranteed money. That's all.
It's all about the guaranteed money. So,
because you can get off of a contract after so many years.
Nick
did Gina
Bosa,
really leave?
she probably had some computer issues.
Oh, we was just playing, Gina. All right.
She could
Go ahead.
she wasn't leaving because of that. She
No,
she
okay.
probably
I
had
hope
some
not.
issues.
Yeah.
No, she probably has some connection. She'll be right back. But yeah, so you talking about that type of money?
Yeah.
You're right, Wise. Can he give him $200 million right now? Is that $200 million tied up in some Ponzi scheme?
First of all, I don't really believe that. I think the money is there. They're just being tight right now. But nah,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're looking at
ballers
who they got to sign down the road, what kind of contracts that's what they're looking at. They're like, look, we can only afford to be safe. They're looking at being safe right now. We want to be safe. We want to offer them something as low as we can to keep them and sign them to a short term or maybe even long term deal. I don't know, but whatever it is, whatever the money
it'd be
is,
better to sign them long term because short term can hurt you.
Can I hit y'all with a scary scenario? Like a real legit scary scenario. What if Brock Purdy turns out to be Dak Prescott?
What about
off of picks?
No.
Or what?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
confused.
Nothing about his play. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. Picks or nothing like that. No. What I mean is a good enough quarterback where you can't really move off of him because he puts up the numbers, but he doesn't win you the games.
That's
right?
further down the line because he's still on a rookie contract.
No. I understand that. I totally get it. You're absolutely right. But there's going to come a time where he's not going to be on a rookie contract, and you're going to have to either pay him or let him go, right? And my thing is, what if he's just good enough to be a Dak Prescott to where Dak was good? Jerry had to pay him. Jerry didn't want to pay him, but he had to pay him because his numbers warranted the paycheck. And, I mean, look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones just got paid, and we know he ain't as good of a quarterback. He is not even the best player on his team. So my point is, if Brock Purdy is just an average quarterback that, because he has an outstanding defense, always takes you to the playoffs, but never gets you over the hump, and now you got to pay this man. You know what I'm saying?
It depends.
You're going to pay an average quarterback big money that's never going to – and then when you pay that quarterback, you're not going to be able to have that money to pay everybody on the defense. You're not going to have that money. It's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, that type of situation to where now, you know, you've been able to keep that defensive core together. You've been able to upgrade the position. Y'all just brought in, Hargrove? You know, just paid him $80 million. You dig? So you ain't going to always have that luxury. So we know Kyle Shanahan is not good on the defensive side of the ball. We know he don't know what the hell he's doing over there. And we know he's pretty good on offense. What happens when you don't have the money swinging on the defense to keep the players you need to keep you in ball games? What you going to do, outscore people? No.
Well, first off, we got to worry about next year right now because, in my opinion, which one are we going to keep? Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuels. Because that type of contract, both of them are, if Ayuk plays what he's projected to play like, he had 1,000-year last year. If he continues to play like he did last season and he gets even better this season, then he's really, you know, which way y'all want to do this? Because he going to be asking for his money. So do you get rid of Deebo? Which way do you go into that scenario? Because now you're looking at what fits for Brock Purdy in this offense. So I think that changes the whole dynamic of a lot of things also. So that's the main question in my head. I don't know. Even if he was to play like Dak or whatever the case may be. My bad.
I was like, what happened? I was like, you all right?
I was like,
yeah, my bad.
I looked up like, wait, what did I miss something? Did we freeze?
No.
The thing is
Let
also
me
though,
real
man, you
quick.
gotta look at Brock is still another 2-3 years down the line before payday comes. Things are gonna change as a whole. Like contracts are gonna come off the books by then. Like Trent Williams isn't gonna be around another 3 to 4 years. It's not happening. They might move off of Kittle. They might move off of Hargrave. Might not even be here in 3 to 4 years. Let's just be honest. Those deals will always be replaced. So the money is movable. It's
Absolutely.
football. Nothing's
Yeah.
locked in, so it's movable. They'll determine who they need to move around to do what they need to do. So the thing about the quarterback is whenever they come up, they usually get paid. So there's nothing else they can really do about that.
So that's my thing, Wise. I feel everything that you said is absolutely correct. They're going to do that. I mean, football is going to go on, right? It's going to move on. My thing is, you're not because you've had the luxury of having good defenses for the past several years. You know what I'm saying? Your missing piece has always been quarterback, right? Your missing piece has always been quarterback. What happens when you don't have the safety net of the defense down the line and you pay this quarterback who gets paid? All quarterbacks get paid, right? So you go down the line, you've had this tremendous stretch of great defenses. You haven't been able to cash in for whatever reason. So then you get to the point to where you pay the quarterback all this money, and you're not going to have the same amount of money, Wise, to pay good defensive players. It just doesn't work like that. Like, and unless you have a damn Patrick Mahomes where you could tell Chris Jones, sit out to week 8. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you have the luxury, Wise, of saying, hey, Nick Bosa, sit out. We got to pay Brock Purdy. You have that luxury?
No,
So
because
that's all I'm saying. Of course,
we're not
football
worried
moves
about
be
Brock
made.
Purdy right now. This is the Nick Bosa deal has nothing to do with any kind of Brock Purdy future deal. Like that's not an issue. Again, like I keep saying, when that time comes, the money will be different then. Obviously, the cap will be different. Players will be different because players will be older. It happens in every sport. Like it's not like we can't keep running it back with the same dudes. This ain't basketball. It's not gonna work like that where they run it back with the same squad for 10 years. So eventually
Right.
Fred Warner's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Hargrave's gonna be gone. Players of that
Great.
nature they're gonna be gone. So that's when you hope the Greenlaw step up who are cheaper, but still elite. And you hope you hit on some more picks because that's what's been keeping them in the situation is they hit on late round, mid round picks. So they gotta hope they can keep that formula going, or it ain't even gonna matter who's on the defense because we're not gonna be good. So you can pay a quarterback all you want to because the rest of the squad gonna be a bunch of first, second year players who might not be good. So
Rick,
we'll see what
get
happens.
off them.
Everyone's going 17 plus 1.
Lay off the drugs, bro. Lay off the drugs. We're not going 17-1. Lay off of that.
No, I didn't. That's a bold. First of all, 17 plus 1. That's 18 games. Well, I don't think we play that many. But
not about to happen.
Yeah, I don't anticipate us winning that many games. If we do, great, but they better win it all.
You got to win it all because if you win 17, and no, we're not having no Patriot stuff.
We ain't want no Patriot stuff, right? So
this is the thing. This is the thing. Y'all could be 17-1. You could be because that one loss would be in the playoffs. First round exit.
This guy.
But
wouldn't be first
we know
round,
that's not true because it wouldn't be in the first round because it wouldn't be the wild card. You'd obviously have the bye, but the very next game you would play, which is the divisional round, you would have taken that L before even going to the. So if you go 17-0 and then lose in the divisional round, not only will York be happy because the delusional fan base will be like, but we went 17-0.
You ain't never lied.
Only so many teams went 17-0. Only so many. That's what's gonna be. Oh, well, so-and-so didn't go.
Look, y'all talking about too far in the future. I'm just trying to go 1-0 right now.
Hey, Wise.
I'm just trying to go 1-0.
No, I know you're trying to go 1, but I told you this day was gonna come when we was gonna have this conversation where the rubber was gonna meet the road, and we got here because I was telling you about Trey Lance for a long time now. I've been telling you about Trey Lance for a long time, and we here now.
Tell us what.
That Trey Lance wasn't going to be a part of your organization. Wasn't going to be a part of your organization.
I mean, Dan, let's be real. You thought he was going to be on the team this year. I
thought he was.
I told you.
This is
once the Raider game happened.
No. You're right. I'm talking about way in the past where it used to be like, damn, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there.
Dan, you was trolling there. Yeah. We got to the bridge. You right. We got to the bridge.
We got to the bridge. So you hearing bridge conversation.
The bridge has been crossed. And now you gotta just burn that shit down. So hey Trey, good luck to you, whatever you do, but it's fuck Dallas. I told y'all. We said it on Dan's show, or not Dan's show, Dennis's show. Fuck Dallas. It's gonna be that way forever.
Right,
so.
Jordan. Right, Jordan. I'm already in trouble. I've already been getting in trouble. So it just is what it is right now.
Coming over to Dallas, man, fuck them. Fuck them and feed them one with me.
Man, that's tough. But I think Marcus.
You know what's crazy?
Marcus said that he might end up going to the Rams at some point. Who knows? But go ahead, Rod. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? Even if you think about this, just because he is in Dallas, you know what's even funnier? And I'm being for real. Trey might not ever play. He may not ever play. And that's just the part that's like, wow to me. Is like, this kid might not ever even see the field again. It's unfortunate, man. I hate to see a brother go down like that. I root for brothers, but
at least he got a paycheck. At least he did,
Oh, he got paid.
He got paid.
He got paid.
So I mean,
he can take care of his family. He can do his thing.
The great thing is he went from San Diego State. Was it San Diego State or wherever he went?
Where
did he play? North Dakota State.
Dakota.
Wherever it was. I mean, he went from North Dakota State, man, to being a first round pick in the NFL, getting paid millions. And it happens sometimes, Hey, shout out to Trey, shout out for them paychecks, Hey, man, generational wealth. He gonna be all right.
Absolutely, he's got plenty.
He gonna be all right.
I got plenty of money. I
just have a feeling that Marcus is right, and that somehow, some way, he's gonna find his way to a real QB whisperer, somebody that can really develop and coach up QBs. And, that coach happens to be on my team. So we may not.
Mike McCarthy ain't bad either because he did coach up Aaron Rodgers.
But Dak ain't going. What is Dak going to do? I mean,
I'm not speaking on Dak. I don't care about Dak. I could care less. Dak only got about a year or two left if he don't get it together.
But they said well, you know what? You're absolutely right. Because
let's just be real with that.
I was about to say, because I wanted to say I couldn't respond when I was on the cruise, but when the news broke, I was like, this was the official notice that Dak is on the hot seat. Like,
he's on notice.
He is on notice.
Oh, yes, he is.
No, you don't.
Yes, he is.
Wait, what? How's he on notice with a Trey Lance trade?
With a Trey Lance trade, exactly.
Hold on.
Okay.
I will tell you how. Go ahead.
Trey might not even make. Trey is third string quarterback, not second.
If you think for 1 second that they pulled him over there to sit behind Cooper Rush, you're crazy. You're crazy. Let
me ask you this question: what did Cooper Rush do last year?
By him being over there, him moving over there is nothing more than, like I said earlier, if that don't get his shit together this year,
Jordan.
Now they're gonna make it a quarterback. What is it? A quarterback
That's
battle.
what we said earlier.
And guess what?
It's not about to happen.
What quarterback battle is it going to be?
Exactly.
He in the same battle he was out here for the backup spot.
Exactly.
Just watch.
So, what are we watching? Is what I'm asking. Like, what are we watching?
They're gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way for him to get in there. Jerry Jones is gonna
Trey
next year. If Dak doesn't do what everyone wants him to do, would take him to the promised land. If they say, okay, look, we're gonna move on, they're gonna find a way for Trey to get in there. It's not gonna be Cooper.
This is the problem with that, Dennis. You can say whatever you want about Jerry Jones, however he runs his organizations, all the other bullshit he into. The one thing Jerry Jones is, when you one of his boys, he's loyal to you. He'll roll that. He'll ride that shit all the way out. And he ain't gonna just pull Dak for Trey. Be like, yeah, Trey, go ahead and get in there. We didn't get to the Super Bowl. He ain't gonna do that shit.
Wait. So are
He
you
ain't gonna do that
saying
shit.
are you saying that Dak is one of Jerry's homeboys?
Oh, yes, he is Jerry's boy.
I don't think so.
You
remember
remember
the contract? You remember the contract negotiation last year?
Not at all.
He don't. I ain't talking about all that. That's money. I'm talking about when you are one of his boys.
That's part of it, though.
Tony Romo was one of his boys. Tony Romo was Jerry
Tony Romo was
Jones's
at the end of his journey. Dak ain't there yet. Dak was drafted by Jerry and crew. He's gonna roll with that. He's like, you know what?
Dak was not drafted by Jerry Jones.
Everybody is drafted by Jerry Jones. What are you talking about? Like he controls all that shit. Like nobody else makes a move without Jerry.
I mean,
he's the general manager, the owner.
Jerry has the final say.
Everything.
But
he drafts all them boys.
If it was up to Jerry, man, I know Jerry Jones.
So y'all saying Trey Lance gonna start for the Cowboys next year? Is what y'all saying?
I'm not saying that.
No, I didn't say that.
That's not happening.
I'm not saying that. What I am saying is they didn't bring him in there to be a third string quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Eventually, yeah, he'll be a backup.
And I'm not saying I don't. And I'll say this as well. No, I don't see him getting on the field this year. Not at all. I see him working down there. I see him training. I see him getting better. I see him learning playbooks. I see him doing all the grunt work or whatever else. All I'm saying is by next year, if Dak does not take them to the promised land, there will be a quarterback competition in camp next year. That's all I'm saying. And Dak can very well win the job over Trey Lance. But they didn't bring Trey Lance in there to be a third string quarterback.
Trey is not going to battle Dak next year for the starting position in camp. It's not going to happen. It's not. It's just not. Like,
hey,
they're going to pay him all that money. They're going to pay him all that money to sit on the bench. Nah, Jerry ain't going to do that.
Can I ask you this, Wise?
Go ahead.
If somebody had told you that you were going to move up in the draft, trade away 3 first-round picks for a quarterback, and in that same draft, you were going to draft a QB in the 7th round, and that 7th round pick was the very last pick of the draft. If somebody told you, Wise, in a year or so, that 7th round pick going to be starting over the 1st round pick QB that y'all moved up to get and 3 first-round picks or not. If somebody had said that to you, Wise, you would say, ain't no fucking way that would happen. That's what you would say. You would say, ain't no way that would happen.
Where did that happen at, though?
In San Francisco.
That scenario happened?
All I'm telling you is...
No, that scenario happened, though?
It did happen.
Well, Brock...
We're not talking about how it happened.
No. Brock was drafted the year after Trey, so it wasn't in the same draft.
Oh,
I'm saying that scenario.
My apologies. My apologies.
Look, my point is this: Trey, one, he's got to come in, learn a new playbook, and let's just be completely honest. If Dallas shits the bed this year, it ain't just Dak that's going to be worried about some shit. It's going to be Mike McCarthy. So if that happens, that means they're going to get a new head coach. Some new shit's going to come in. So now Trey's going to have to learn another playbook. And whoever that coach is going
along with that.
And so will Dak.
But Dak's been in the league for a while. And he's a proven commodity. And guess what Trey Lance isn't?
Proven to do what?
He's not a proven commodity?
I'm saying like proven what is he proven? Has he won
He's an NFL quarterback. MVP? Let me ask this question.
Has he won an MVP?
You talking about how many people win MVP?
I'm Wise. I'm just asking you
a proven commodity. Let's not play like, I don't know what that. We know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, he's a proven commodity. Is Trey a proven commodity?
What has he proved? No, he hasn't. And
okay, so he's not a proven commodity.
How is Dak a proven commodity? Are you only saying that he's a proven commodity because he's thrown for a lot of yards, he has NFL experience, he's won some games? Is that what your proven commodity?
A proven commodity. He has some NFL experience. He's a proven commodity. We know what we're getting with Dak.
Commodity.
Oh, okay, Dan. Everybody's a proven commodity. Sure.
If you played
Trey Lance, Trey Lance is a proven commodity, right?
No, he is not.
That's what I'm saying. Compared to Dak, he's not a proven commodity. So what do you can discredit Dak. We can talk shit about Dak all we want to. I don't fuck with Dak. Dak is whatever Dak is, but he's still a proven commodity. He's put this way. He has way more experience, way more his numbers. He got numbers. He's been in the league, man. He's been doing it for how long? Like 6-7 years now. Trey's played 4 games. 4 games. So a new coach coming in is probably, unless he's gonna have his own guy, he's gonna go with the proven commodity, the dude that we already got to pay $40 million to next year. It's on the books. They're not gonna cut him. What's the cap hit if they let go of Dak? $60 million? They're not doing that. Jerry not eating that.
No,
Jerry's not eating that.
I didn't say that they would cut Dak or do anything. All
Trey's
I said
competing
was
for the backup spot next year. I completely agree.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to be competing for the backup spot. You do, but I don't think so. I like I said, Jerry Jones already complaining about having to pay Micah. He just paid, he just paid Diggs. He's going to have to pay more people. I mean, this could also be a financial move for the Dallas Cowboys to say, let's invest in our defense and get a young quarterback that we don't have to pay a lot of money to, and we can build that side of the ball and have a game manager that can see if, our defense can lead us to a Super Bowl. I mean, isn't that what the 49ers been doing? Philly did that for a while. We see what it got Philly. Jalen Hurts is even better. They were patient with him, developed him, because right now he was just a game manager. Philly's defense was amazing. So, I mean, why wouldn't Dallas take that approach and say, well, why do I have to keep paying a mediocre quarterback that will give me a great regular season? No doubt about it, proven commodity. Take me to maybe a couple of playoff games. He's won the last couple of playoff games. All right, but we have this big ass number at the QB position. The 49ers have proven that you don't have to pay the quarterback position in order to be successful. So why not take a page out of that book? That's all
fine.
I'm saying.
That's fine. In 2 years,
that's all I'm saying.
It just ain't happening next year.
Yeah,
That's fine. In 2 years,
I agree.
It's just not happening next year.
I'm saying. And all I'm saying is next year he'll compete. I didn't say he'll get the starting job. Not at all. I've just said he'll compete. He's not gonna. I mean, that's what they're in there for.
If you say compete, meaning he's gonna be at practice and he's gonna compete like he got a chance to compete this year. I mean, sure, he'll compete, but he's not gonna get the opportunity to play. Is what I'm saying. Unless Dak get hurt, they're not gonna throw him out there.
I mean, I'm not. Why you keep talking about this year? I don't think.
I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about next year. I'm talking about next. This year, we already said he's not playing.
He's not playing at all. I'm not even talking about. I'm just talking about being in camp. That's it. I'm not talking about the regular season. Dak, in my opinion, will clearly be the starter if he's on the team. My point is he'll compete. And if it doesn't work out for Dak, then 2 years from now, we're definitely having a different conversation because Dak will be due a new contract. Is Jerry
2
going to
years
pay?
down the line? Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and 2 years.
That's all I'm saying.
Is
2 years.
Is Jerry going to pay his boy in 2 years? That's his boy, right? And now it's who knows. Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to do in 2 years? I can't tell you that. I don't know.
He ain't paying no Dak Prescott all that money to be mediocre.
He gonna play Trey Lance for 4 games. He gonna pay Trey Lance. We don't know what he gonna do. Put it this way, if Dak don't work out,
2 years from now.
2 years from now, right? He's gonna pay Trey Lance, right? That's what you're saying.
I don't know.
Trey need to focus on beating out Cooper Rush. That's what Trey need to do. So I need Trey to focus on that and then go from there. At this point,
that's also
Trey the third string quarterback.
Sam Darnold came in as the third string.
Did he?
I mean, that's what he was on the depth chart.
Nah, he was number 2. He was QB2 when he signed. It was no doubt about it. He was QB2 from when he signed. I mean, period, point blank.
I mean,
do we think he's better?
I'm just talking about what the official depth chart said. He didn't when he signed. I mean, that might have been the backhand agreement or the backdoor agreement that they had. But I mean, You know, nobody saw Sam Darnold coming in signing as QB2. Nobody.
Yeah.
It
Ask all
seems that
these
everybody
reporters here in
knows.
San Exactly. Ask every reporter here in
It seems like everybody's been calling
Francisco.
that. Yeah.
They all had him as QB2 the entire training camp ever since he's been signed. We as the fans didn't see it that way. And then once we got hit, it was like, damn. They was telling us this the entire time. I said this last week. I was like, bruh, they didn't lie to us. They told us this from the jump. The mere fact that it happened was the reality part that we just didn't pay attention to. And it was like, damn, Trey, what happened, dog? Time ran out. They ain't want you no more.
Time ran out. That's what happened, man.
Well,
it's just unfortunate.
Time is running out on y'all Super Bowl window. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. You got this year with me. And I'm Westbrooking it next year. Y'all don't have to worry about me next year. Absolutely. Oh, when Westbrook was on the Lakers 2 years ago, or for 2 years, I didn't watch no Laker games. And if Kyle Shanahan and them do not win it this year, you can hang it up. Until that regime is over, I won't be watching any 49er games.
Yeah, I can't join you on that one. I'm gonna still be watching the games. Like
that's cool.
I went the whole Jim Tom Sula era. I'm gonna be watching some games. So
do your thing, brother.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at nobody.
Here, man. Y'all have a good show.
Right,
Later.
Yeah, I ain't mad at nobody. Continue watching. I'm speaking for myself. On to the next thing, man. So what's up with these Eagles? And how do you guys think that y'all look, especially going into y'all first game? What do you think that's gonna happen?
I think our first game, we'll put up maybe 27. It's gonna be a close game because we're gonna have a bunch of we're gonna have some play call issues, some some just small tweaks and stuff that we need to focus on, and just attentional detail stuff that ain't gonna really be kicking into some of the rookies. I think, and I hate to say this, but some Eagles nations they may down me right now, but I think Nakobe Dean's gonna get exposed the first game real quick, but he'll tighten up games after that. But that first game for Nakobe Dean is gonna be a little rough for him. But as long as we stick to fundamentals, which is something that hurt us during preseason, like tackling. But now again, I know when I say tackling, I'm talking like, I'm speaking on the second and third string, like not bringing the person down, not wrapping up and all that stuff. Just like stuff that I know for a fact first string wouldn't do. But if they're not doing it, like where are they seeing it from? So to me, that's a slight concern. But I just feel like in protecting the gaps and the holes and stuff like that, I feel like that won't be an issue at first. But I think they'll tighten up on the first game. So I feel like 27 points put up, maybe 27-14, something like that. But if not, it'd be maybe 27-20, something like that. But I think it'll be a good game, good win for us though. But
who y'all playing?
That Vikings, the Patriots.
Oh, y'all good. Y'all all right.
Yeah.
Where y'all playing at?
At it's Brady Day up there. I think that ain't the Brady Day that day.
Oh, is it Brady Day?
I don't know.
So. Y'all might be in some trouble then. Y'all might have to really play.
I think it's Brady Day.
Y'all might have to really play. It's Brady Day out there.
But and then after that, then we play the Vikings. So, but I think the first game is gonna be a tune-up game, a little quick warm-up game. Just make sure everything's flowing the right way, and everything's play calling.
Did you predict their record already, or prediction of what you think their record is gonna be? The Eagles.
The Eagles? Yeah, 12-5.
You think 12-5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's your 5 losses?
Let's pull up their schedule.
I want to say, hold up. Yeah. Let me see the schedule.
Schedule.
Can y'all put that on the screen? Because I don't know how to do all that.
I want to say it was.
My TV bumping.
I think our first loss, I think, is gonna be like the either the Jets or Miami. It's gonna be one of them. Well, if we win against the Jets and we're losing against Miami, if we lose against the Jets, then we'll win against Miami. That's what I look at it. So that's one. We'll split with We'll split with Dallas like we normally do. We'll probably lose against the Chiefs.
On the
We're
screen.
playing at the
Look on the
Chiefs.
screen. Look on the screen. There you go.
Let me see. Yeah. So
all right. So here we go. You got the Patriots, Vikings, Bucks the first 3 weeks. You going 3-0?
Patriots, yeah, 3-0. Washington 4-0. LA, I feel like it's gonna be a close game, but I think we'll be 5-0. New York, we might.
Why do you feel like it's gonna be a close game?
I don't know.
Just because it's on the road, or
yeah, that too. But I feel like it's gonna be a tough game. I don't
know.
Hold on.
That's a lot. Oh my gosh! Wait. So y'all go to the Commanders. Y'all play the Commanders at home. Y'all go to LA, and then y'all then y'all fly all the way back to New York.
Yeah.
Yeesh. That's a lot of traveling.
Right. And I feel like that Jets game is gonna get us. But
I think the Jets are a problem. Your first 6 games, I see only 2 issues for you. Maybe Minnesota, maybe the Jets. Other than that, you guys should be clean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the NFL. We never know how it's gonna all play out. For all we know, the Commanders could be fucking amazing. I don't know, but just glancing at it, yeah.
But the reason why I don't think Minnesota's going to be a problem is because we're playing at home, and I don't think Minnesota's going to be ready for us.
Home opener, that's fair. Yeah. This right here is going to be a problem. That's Jets Dolphins back to back.
Right, one of them two is going to get us. Right. We'll get one of them, just don't know which one. Then we'll split with Dallas. That's 2. That Kansas City, that's going to be 3. The Buffalo Bills, I feel like it's going to be at the Bills, but it's a 4:00 game. I feel like November might be tough, but I feel like we might be able to squeak it out. Maybe. And I feel like we'll beat the Niners. Cowboys will win. Seahawks will get them. New York Giants.
All right, hold on. I need you to look at this real quick. Hold on, man.
Here we go.
Do you not see this gauntlet right here? You got
I know
Kansas City, Buffalo, the 49ers, Dallas, and Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Now at Dallas, that's why I say
this 5-week gauntlet right here, right? What are you expecting?
It's right before the bye. It's gonna be rough. I feel like out of that, we'll lose probably 3. We'll lose 3 of those.
Okay. Well, you realistic though. That's fair. I can roll with that. But that's a crazy way to end the season. You got Arizona at least, but shit.
Boy, on our neck, and it starts week 9. To be honest,
yeah,
it starts
right
week
here,
9,
right before the bye. Yeah.
So when we get hopefully everybody's healthy going into the bye, and if you're not, hey, guess what? We got a week to lick your wounds, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you better be ready for it on week 11 because we got a whole lot going on after that, and it's a lot of road games at Kansas City, at Dallas, at Seattle. I'm not worried about the Arizona game. Then we got it. Then
so y'all come out west twice. Well, good luck to you, man. I mean, you said 12-5, right?
12-5.
That's reasonable. I mean, yeah.
I feel like to me that is a very realistic, given it ain't gonna be like last year. We ain't going 14. It ain't gonna happen. But I also feel like that the Dallas games, those 2 Dallas games are gonna be what's going to separate the 2, because if we split like we normally do, but that's fine. But if either team beats either team twice, we're done.
What do you think your defense is going to do?
What you mean, like
eat?
Top 5 defense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like our defense it'll be top 5, but I feel like, and I'm just realistic. At some point in time, somewhere, someone's gonna get hurt, and it's just a season. And I'm not wishing it on us. I just know how the game goes. We're not gonna be 100% healthy throughout the entire season. There ain't no one gonna sit out a game or 2. That ain't gonna happen. That happens with every team. We just got to figure out who that number 2 person is going to fill that slot to ensure that we're still successful on the road or at home. And who's willing to step up and take over. So, if you got some people that ain't really with it like that, which I'm quite sure everybody is at it because they're on the team. But at the same time, I mean, are you willing to go that extra mile? Or are you playing as a backup, or are you playing as a number one at the time? Because some people come in, well, I'm the number two, so I'm gonna give them number two work. I'm gonna do my job as a number two. Not I'm gonna go above and beyond to ensure that I'm looked at as a number one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, a 12-5 season. I feel like that's gonna be enough. That'll be enough.
I respect it. I definitely respect it. Yeah.
Mama Watkins, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty sure she is. I mean, she just said she had to go. So
yeah,
I didn't
know
she was leaving that early, but okay.
Yeah, that's all we know for right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. Anything else, fellas? Before we get up out of here?
Which I got on your squad.
What do you mean?
As it sits right now, the record.
I think I said 12-5 myself. I don't know.
I think I went 13-4. Yeah, I think I went 13-4.
You got the schedule? I know.
Yeah, I pulled up.
I
mean, the problem is I had week 1 as an easy dub, so they really get that Bosa deal done ASAP, or that could affect.
And did y'all hear the D tackle for the Chiefs? They said that man he may not play till week 8.
Jones.
Oh, Chris Jones.
Yeah. Week 8. My God.
He said he's willing to sit out
that
week 8.
long. Yeah.
So
we pull this up.
If you're willing to sit out until week 8, that's pretty scary. But then you also got to think about this though, because think about this. Even if Chris Jones does sit out, what carries the Chiefs is Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Chiefs' defense wasn't great. They just, came through at the right time. Right. Imagine if they had a number one defense with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not even fair. So, do I think Chris Jones deserves his money? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the top, defensive guys in the league. What is he asking for?
I don't think we're sleeping
really
on
tripping off
week
that.
1, Christian.
No, we cannot sleep. We cannot sleep on them. My thing is this, though, with the Niners. I don't like, and this is just my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. I don't like how conservative we are in the preseason versus all the rest of the teams and stuff like that. I'll use, for example, Trent Williams didn't play. Like, okay, you could play for a series. Like, come on, bro. I get it. You've been in the league 14 years or whatever the case may be, but come on, man. Christian McCaffrey didn't even play a snap at all this preseason. Another guy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and now we're looking at Bosa. Didn't play anything, obviously, because of the holdout and everything. I look at certain things like that where it's like, I understand practice. I get all that. People trying to make it. But there's nobody on the team remotely close to Bosa that you're practicing against if you're Trent Williams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you're not getting in that work like that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're getting those reps in like that. So it's like that's nothing to him. Christian McCaffrey.
It's like a heavyweight sparring with a super flyweight. Like, come on, man, you ain't getting me no work.
Yeah. So that's why do I think that we're gonna beat Pittsburgh? Yes. Do I think it's gonna be close? Yes. I don't think we're gonna blow them out. But
it's gonna be close even if Bosa plays. So,
but I'm saying if he was there during the whole preseason, during all training camp, you know what I'm saying? Like to have that, you got to remember soft tissue. You know what I'm saying? Tears and pulls and stuff like that because you ain't hit Trent Williams. Well, I don't care who you out there going against as an offensive tackle down there in Florida. He ain't Trent. You don't have no Trent just walking around.
I would be honest with you. Trent Trent is the last one I'm worried about. Taking reps or whatever. He'll be fine, I think.
Okay, I can excuse that one. Okay, cool.
Bosa's on a pitch count now. He's to the point where another day or two, he can only play in pass rush situations in week 1. So now he's on a pitch count. So that could be an issue.
Right.
He can't miss any games. Like I can't afford for him to miss any games because that's gonna put a lot of pressure on everybody else on that defense, and it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Wilkes. I mean, I would have liked to have seen the defense play a little bit more because they playing under a new play caller, a new coordinator. So we don't know what we're necessarily gonna get. But looking at the schedule, if everything goes as planned, there shouldn't be another slow start this year. I won't accept that. There shouldn't be a 3-4 start or a 3-5 start like we've had the last couple of years.
Do we walk into Dallas undefeated? Or
in my opinion,
we play
yes.
Dallas, not walk into Dallas, but when we play Dallas, because Dallas comes to us.
Yeah, I had that going into that game undefeated. Yes. If out of this group right here before the bye week, if we lose more than 2 games, I'd be surprised. If we lose more than 2 games, I'd be surprised.
That Thursday night game against the Giants, I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it. Yeah, because the only thing that might save, the only thing is because those 3 games are on the West Coast. That's the only thing that I'm thinking about that could save us and help us because we'll be on the same, for the most part, the same time zone. That outside of that, because you go to SoFi, nobody's tripping off that.
Home game, all right.
Right. Yeah, that's almost arguably.
You gotta look at the Giants also. They got to travel cross country on a short week. So
and that's why I'm saying that. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, we should win that game and then go to Arizona. Arizona's pretty much stinking it up this year. They're probably gonna throw every game this year. You know,
they're gonna try and get doubt.
Caleb. So
however, they always give us a problem though, for whatever reason it is.
I agree.
They do give us fits for
division games. Yeah. Divisional games are always tough.
I got an early bye week.
Exactly.
Do we?
No, that's 9.
That's week. Yeah, that's why week 9. Yeah,
it's week 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that right there, this back to back is a little concerning. At Minnesota and then home against Cincinnati. Hell, I could honestly say this 4-game stretch might be concerning, but I don't know what Cleveland's going to be as of yet, and it's in Cleveland. Luckily, it's October. It shouldn't be too crazy. Minnesota had a really good year last year. I don't know if they'll be the same or not. Cincinnati, as long as they got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they're a problem. Yeah, they're a problem. Jacksonville, it should be a winnable game, but Jacksonville is on the uptick, so I wouldn't necessarily pin that in as a dub, but it should be. Tampa Bay's a dub. They can't lose that kind of game. That's the kind of game you can't lose. This right here, the Seattle, I don't like this at all. I don't like that stretch at all.
Either.
One's a Thursday night game, which is that'd be our second Thursday night game in the season. I don't like that stretch at all.
Either.
Yeah.
That is one I'm so nervous about. Like, golly, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all throw us Seattle like that. I feel like that's the one.
It's a bird sandwich. Yep. So, then outside of that, I mean, yeah, it's a bird sandwich.
And they got the Cardinals after that, and the Ravens.
I know. I didn't think about this. So yeah. And then the Cardinals. Yeah, we should sweep them. Baltimore on Christmas. We'll see how that goes when we get to that point.
I think
Washington and Rams. We should be all right. But
the reason why I think we take an L against Baltimore is because them quarterbacks, man. We just
boys got wheels.
I don't understand it for the life of me, boy. We do not have a deep. Well, I don't know because I say that, and then we don't know how Wilkes is going to orchestrate this defense yet. So I don't know. He may find a scheme to where it, covers the holes, that we wasn't, privy to the last couple of coordinators, before us. So who knows? I just hope that that's not our Achilles heel like
That's
always.
fair, Jordan.
That's my thing. Because if that's the case, Philly, tough. Granted, we did, we did keep Hurts for the most part, together. Granted, to the defense of the Eagles, Hurts was injured. You know what I'm saying? So him trying to get out there and run like that, I think he would have put his body up for it. But, I mean, they didn't have nothing. They wasn't going to lose that game. We didn't have no quarterback. So, I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know.
No quarterbacks.
Yeah,
we gonna see, man.
So I don't know.
I said 13-4, 12-5, 13-4, something like that. One of them. That's what I'm anticipating. But again, you know how I'm gonna say, Dennis. 1 week at a time, man.
That's
1
it.
week at a time. That's all I can do.
All I'm looking for right now, all I want is to win the division. After that, I want the first round bye. I'm doing it in steps. If I can, we win it. Okay, cool. Back win the division. All right. Now what we got? What we got to do now to get the first round bye? All right, cool. Let's do that. Let's focus on that. After that,
It should be a fun season, though.
Yeah.
It should be a fun season. So a lot of things happening.
I got a couple of costumes I got in store for certain games of the season. Just wait. Just stand by.
Wait. Time out.
No.
Time out. What you mean costumes? We cosplaying now on the show? That's what we doing? You talking about for the show or just in general?
Just for the shows, for mine and this one. I gotta go with costumes. Just wait.
Hey,
y'all out there,
just let me know when you doing, man. I'm gonna be
there. No. You'll see.
Okay.
It'll be behind the scenes. You'll see, and I already know. When the one I got, I'm gonna be like, oh my god. Just wait.
Dennis, I hope
congratulations.
I hope it won't be one of those situations for you, because
no, I won't. No, if it is, you won't see it on, so you wouldn't know.
Marcus hit pause. Oh,
I stopped with the pause, y'all. I stopped with the pause. Bosa's, hey, I just stopped that. So, hey, just say what you say.
Yep. All right, man. I gotta get out of here.
I was about to say, are we good for the night?
Yeah, we good, man.
Indeed.
Our minds are clear. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tonight, man.
Sure.
We definitely appreciate y'all. Then some. Like always, tell a friend to tell a friend. All that good stuff.
Subscribe,
yeah.
Notifications.
That too.
On. Need all that.
That too. All that. But we out. We appreciate y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. We got like 3 strikes. I don't know where the outro song is. If there is one, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. All right, y'all. We out.